90% of day traders lose money, and I almost became one of them. So I blew my first account in less than a week. Not because I was stupid, but because I was following exactly what everyone online told me to do. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the exact 3 mistakes that keeps most traders stuck and the simple rules the top 10% use to stay profitable. And trust me, mistake number 2 is the one that destroys almost everyone. There's a pattern I keep seeing over and over again with traders, and it's not what most people think. Everyone assumes the reason why they are not making money is because the strategy isn't good enough, or they just haven't found the right one yet. But honestly, most of the time, that's not the real issue. The real issue is they don't just trust actually what they are doing. So what happens? They hesitate on trades that fit their rules perfectly. They take partial profit early because they don't want to lose it. They skip setups and watch them play out exactly how they expected. And then out of frustration, they jump into something random that wasn't even in their plan. I've done all this myself, by the way, for a long time. And the end result is always the same. A strategy that might actually work ends up looking like it doesn't. Not because it's broken, but because it's being executed with zero conviction. So naturally, the next move is, all right, this strategy doesn't work. I need a better one, and the circle starts again. New videos, new concepts, new indicator, same outcome. What most people don't realize is this: a strategy without belief is basically useless. Doesn't matter how good it is on paper if you don't trust it enough to actually follow it through. And that kind of trust doesn't come from watching more content or adding more confirmations. It comes from something deeper that almost nobody talks about properly. When I first started trading, I thought it was simple: buy low, sell high, right? So I jumped into the market, saw a stock going up high, and I bought it. Seconds later, it dropped. I panicked, sold at a loss, then watch it shoot back up without me. So I repeated this over and over again until my account was basically gone. And here's the scary part: I was doing what most beginners do. If you ever bought at the top, sold too early, or revenge traded after a loss, then you're already on the same path as the 90%. But the difference between the 90% and the 10% isn't long. It's a few simple rules that most people ignore. Mistake number 1: chasing the market. Most beginners chase stocks after they've already made a big move. They see a stock up 20%, 30%, and they think it's gonna keep going. So they buy at the top, but here's what actually happened. The smart traders, the 10%, are already selling into that high. So when you buy, you're literally buying from them. So instead, the 10% waits. They look for pullbacks, support level, and confirmation before entering. They don't chase, they let the trade come to them. Mistake number 2: no risk management. This is the one that destroys almost everyone. Most beginners focus on how much they can make, or professionals focus on how much they can lose. Let me say that again. The 90% chase profits, the 10% control losses. For example, you can risk $10 per trade and lose 5 trades and still be okay. But if you risk your whole account on one trade, game over. The 10% always set a stop loss, risk small amounts, protect the capital. Because if you don't lose big, you stay in the game long enough to win. Number 3, trading without a plan. Trading without a plan isn't bold. It's just completely expensive chaos. In trading, a plan is what separates controlled risks from gambling. Without one, you're reacting to emotion instead of making decisions. Here's what typically happens when you trade without a plan. You chase the markets. You enter late because of hype or fear of missing out. By the time you act, smart money is already existing. No risk control. Without a predefined stop loss and position size, one bad trade can wipe out days or weeks of gains. Emotional decisions take over. Fear makes you close winners early. Greed makes you hold losers too long, and over time, this destroys consistency. Inconsistent results You might win sometimes, but there's no repeatable process. That means no long-term growth. Over trading, you jump into setups that don't meet any criteria because you don't have criteria. A simple trading plan should include entry rules, exit rules, risks per trade, strategy, time frame. If you're serious about improving, start with these mindsets. I don't trade to win every trade, I trade to follow my plan. That's how professionals survive. Most traders enter trades randomly. No strategy, no rules, just vibes. That's not trading, that's gambling. The 10% have a clear plan before they enter any trade. Where they will enter, where they will exist, and where they will cut losses. And here's the key. They follow that plan no matter what, even when emotions kick in. So how do you actually become part of the 10%? It's simple, but not easy. Follow these 3 rules. Stop chasing. Wait for high quality setups. Protect your money. Risk small on every trade. Trade with a plan, not random entries. That is it. Not some crazy indicator or a secret strategy. Just discipline. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Day trading isn't about winning every trade. It's about surviving long enough to grow. If you can control your losses, you're already ahead of 90% of traders. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest struggle with day trading right now? And if this helps you, hit like and subscribe. It really helps the channel to grow.